I so want to give benefit of the doubt to the Pride community. I so want to be understanding and compassionate. I truly do. But then one of their community representatives dresses like a famous kids YouTuber and starts addressing children on his platform. That's when I'm reminded that not everyone in life deserves acceptance. Not everyone deserves the benefit of the doubt. If you watched some of my content before, you could have seen a video about Lillytino I did a while ago. Lillytino is a biological man who dresses as a woman, claims to be a trans woman, currently going through a prep for his bottom surgery, or like half prep. I think something was already removed. Never mind. He became popular for his live streams on TikTok while eating in restaurants and calling people out for misgendering him. Here is a little reminder.
I am not, sir. Do you want to say that to the camera?
I did not know this man was trans.
You can watch that full episode right here. Then, like I said, Lillytino decided to get disgusting and use the food from restaurants to educate people about the bottom surgery. I warn you, the following clip will turn your stomach.
Buongiorno! This is my manicotti, and later this year a surgeon will turn it into a tortellini. How, you ask? Let me show you. Now, if I still had my meatballs, which I don't because I got them removed last summer, this would be the first thing the surgeon would remove. So, let's go ahead and do that. Ugh. With the meatballs gone, his next move will be to split the manicotti straight down the middle. I wasn't trained for this. Ooh, we did it. We will then open the manicotti and lay it down flat. Inside the manicotti, there's all kinds of filling, which the surgeon will remove.
No. As bad and gross Lillytino's content was, it was directed at adults, okay? But now he is crossing the line with his most recent video being dressed like Miss Rachel, popular kids YouTuber. He is addressing kids directly in his recent clip, and now I have a huge problem with it. Take a look.
Hi friends! Today we're going to talk about something super important, what it means to be transgender. It's a big word, but I promise that it's easy to understand. Ready to learn? The first thing I want you to do is close your eyes. Now think, do you feel like a boy, a girl, or a little bit of both? Do you have your answer? Great. Now I want you to imagine that everyone keeps telling you that you're something else, even though in your heart, you know who you are. Wouldn't that make you sad inside? People who feel like this are transgender. And if you're not transgender, it's super easy to be friends with someone who is. Let's take our imaginary friend Theo, for example. One day you notice that Theo starts wearing girl clothes instead of boy clothes, and then they tell you that they want to be called Luna instead of Theo. This is so exciting for our friend Luna because they finally get to be their true self. And if you accidentally call Luna by their old name, make sure to say a big sorry and that you'll do better next time. As you can see, transgender people are just like you and me. They're our friends.
So disgusting. The agenda here is clear. This person is addressing the youngest audience, disguised as someone they are already used to seeing and love watching. Disguised as someone parents trust for their kids to watch. Don't get me wrong, Miss Rachel herself had some mishaps recently, which I am discussing in a recent video. However, we all know her as someone who sings songs to the kids glued to the TV, teaches them about numbers and letters and colors and animals. And now we get this creep dressing like her, trying to reach her audience, trying to deceive kids and to push his sick agenda. Am I overreacting? No. No, I am not. Do you remember the huge backlash YouTube got for allowing inappropriate cartoons to be recommended to the youngest viewers? The cartoons had famous characters in them, like Spider-Man and Elsa, but did the most disturbing things, completely inappropriate for kids. It was considered to be a crime. Kids love the original characters, so unaware that the cartoons they were looking at were done in bad faith, they unfortunately watched those characters engaging in sexual acts, dying violent deaths, and even eating their own feces. Not joking. It was vile. So how is what Lillytino doing different? Why is this person impersonating a trusted female character in order to reach kids with this message? Would I dare to say, grooming? You did not just do that to Miss Rachel. What is happening? Can't Miss Rachel sue for this? And another one, Miss Rachel, but make it a horror film. And they keep stating they aren't after our kids. And this one, they could never make me like you. Yes, we can all laugh and make jokes, but the point is actually what Lillytino says in the video. He asks the children directly to close their eyes and think if they feel like a boy, like a girl, or neither. Why? Why are you addressing other people's kids? What is your agenda here? And I'm so sick of this excuse that we need to teach kids that they have to accept everyone for who they are and let them know that they can be whoever they want. Bullshit. Our job is to make them functional members of society, not confuse the crap out of them. Why would I spend time sitting with my 4-year-old son asking him if, by any chance, he felt like a girl today? I prefer to open a map and teach him about different countries, cultures, teach him to count, teach him the alphabet, reading and writing. I have mentioned many times in my episodes that kids are getting dumber because of the accepting adults we have today. We put priority on educating the little ones on LGBTQ stuff rather than academics. 15-year-olds have trouble reading. But hey, let's confuse them about their biology thing on top. That will create a strong society. Unfortunately, while researching content for this episode, I realized Lillytino is far more disturbing than I thought. The creator decided that the best place to talk about his bottom surgery will be at the Disneyland, surrounded by children. Have a look.
I'm gonna get banned from Disney. I swear, we're about to get banned from Disney. Last summer, I got my cake pops removed, and the plan up until recently was to get my marshmallow wand reconfigured into a marshmallow tunnel. Unfortunately, a few weeks ago, I noticed some hair regrowth on my marshmallow wand. That's bad because the outside of the wand is what becomes the inside of the tunnel, so you don't want hair growing there or else it's very uncomfortable. So I talked to my surgeon and he said that it would be best to postpone the procedure until after hair removal is complete. This is obviously disappointing because I was really excited to have a marshmallow tunnel sooner. That being said, it is still happening. We're just not sure when it's happening. Hair removal is a fickle thing and it's really hard to predict when it will finish. But my hair removal technician thinks it will be before the end of the year. So, fingers crossed. Oh, go. Want some? My mom's here, by the way. The marshmallow tunnel.
You can literally hear and see kids in the video around that person. I apologize, you guys have to suffer through this with me, but I believe it's important to call this crap out. Why is this acceptable? As a trans woman myself, you are so unbelievably insufferable. And this one, you really think this is appropriate to talk about at Disney? Maybe keep this content for your OnlyFans. Oh my God, can you imagine the OnlyFans? Why would you talk about such things when surrounded by children? What is wrong with you? And the answer to that, because there is something wrong with him. Absolutely, there is a lot wrong with Lillytino. Saying and showing inappropriate things, being surrounded by kids, creating content now, cosplaying as kids' favorite YouTube character in order to educate them about being trans. This is now bordering on criminal behavior because there is a clear direction here. I found this Reddit thread about Lillytino and the recent controversy that includes Miss Rachel cosplay. Here is what users had to say. I'm all for age-appropriate LGBTQ+ education, but not from a person who talks about her spicy parties every single day and has an easy accessible spicy Instagram. She's so wrong for this. Yes, this. I'm queer myself and I think age-appropriate LGBTQ+ education is amazing, but it should be coming from the parents or someone who specializes in child education. Because A, there is no way a kid who watches Miss Rachel is going to understand anything Lillard said in that video. And B, it's weird for someone who is not a parent or child educator to take it upon themselves to give a kid the education they think is necessary, especially when that someone makes content targeted to adults and they discuss their genitals and make sexual content. And this one, let me just be completely honest here, mods feel free to delete if it's crossing the line. I have never considered myself transphobic, ever. After watching Lily's content, I find myself happy they are misgendering Lily all of the time.
Every of the time.
I find myself agreeing with very hateful comments. Lily does so much harm on not only the trans community, but also non-trans people's overall views on being trans. And this is what I'm always trying to explain in my content as well. Individuals like Lillytino threw away years of hard work of gay community into being accepted and normalized. Lillytino claiming to be a part of the same community as an average gay dude from accounting is what causes the biggest harm. But something super interesting was brought up in the same Reddit thread. Listen to this. Have you seen comments discussing how Lily may be an AGP, autogynephile person. I wish that was spoken on more because it's bizarrely interesting to me and I would love to know how this community views that possibility. Let me explain what that is because I didn't know, so I had to read a little bit about it. Autogynephilia derives from Greek for love of oneself as a woman. Is a term coined by Blanchard for a male's propensity to be sexually aroused by the thought of himself as a female, intending for the term to refer to the full gamut of erotically arousing cross-gender behaviors and fantasies. Now tell me, this is not what's currently happening in the world with all these dudes. They are living their fetishes out in the open, claiming to be trans. Feminists are fighting for the right to walk around living their sexual fantasies, demanding everyone to play into it. Why is this not talked about more? All these manly dudes with beards and chest hair wearing dresses, demanding to be in female toilets and changing rooms. Oh my god, makes so much sense. But as usual, I want to know what you guys think. Did Lillytino cross the line by cosplaying Miss Rachel and addressing the kids? Could Lillytino be AGP? Let me know in the comments. And if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel, turn on the notifications to never miss another Daily Freddo episode. And for even more content, follow me on Instagram at DailyFreddo. That's all for today. Have a good one.
Now think, do you feel like a boy, a girl, or a little bit of both?